Here we go.
Right away, they'll change the look. Now the rookie third-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Achane. 18 big yards on that one. And a Miami first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Play action. It's Burrow. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Running right, here's Achane. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. You talk about this Giant defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Peterson. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Watson off play action.
Will get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Watson.
Again to Bryant, and again it's caught.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Breaking through to drop him, that's Perrion Winfrey.
They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. Touchdown, Giants!
Jalen Warren,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go, set.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Dolphins nothing.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. A-chain here. They stay on the ground.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
In motion left is Davis. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Running left, it's A-Chain. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5.
Now Burrow. And this is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
3rd down, here's Algier.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here we go.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Burrow on play action. Rolling to his right.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Touchdown, Dolphins!
Marvin Mims with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level.
So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Back to throw, Watson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now back to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Here we go.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On second, here's Algier.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
11 Mighty. 11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And that's complete to Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow
dumps this one off to Algier.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
On 2nd down, Burrow.
He's got this to Algier.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go.
They'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
1 second, all that remains.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As
both
we
these
send
teams getting a chance to dry
check
out,
in with
maybe
Jonathan
change their cleats if need
and
be.
REA
But
Sports
halftime's
halftime
just
report.
about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
To throw is Watson.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Kyle Pitts
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Here's Elijah Moore now bringing it out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Giants offense at the line ready to begin their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Boye Mafe
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
On 2nd down, it's Warren, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The punt team on now as from their end zone they get it away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now
but he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon A-Chain, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, and the Dolphins are able to extend their lead.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. And it
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
This time, Burrow will look to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now it's A-Chain headed right.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
11, mighty. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From his goal line here, Watson.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot. Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Now it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
11 MT. 12.
Burrow looking to pass. This is caught. Touchdown!
Luke Schoonmaker
With his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters, and this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th, but a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
And the Giants first down.
In motion left, that's Thielen.
To the air yet again, Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Watson. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Warren down right around the 25. It was Jarran Reed who got him down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. That's Warren. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're
and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jaylen Warren with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flagged for that one.
On 1, ready? 12, 12, 12.
A give left side. Here's A-Chain.
And some room to run now. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here we go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
One, ready?
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think that
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature.